Hi, welcome back to the complete JavaScript course. So in this video, we're going to install code editor. We're going to do some basic configuration in our code editor so we can easily follow throughout this entire course without any hustle, okay? So altogether you have three options to pick from. So the very first option you have is Visual Code Studio, and this is one of the most popular code editor is in the industry, and many developers use this one. So you can come to their website, and here they provide for Windows and for Mac. So if you're a Window user, you can simply come here and you can select for Windows, and from Mac user you can select from here. And this is the one which I'm going to use for myself and which I'm going to use in this entire course, okay? And the second option you have is this Atom. This one is also great. You can, if you already have Atom, or if you like to go with Atom, you can use this. All the documentation is given to you, so it's very easy to navigate. All the interface is beautifully explained. And the third code editor we have is Sublime Text. So it is quite similar to the Visual Code Studio, so you can easily able to find, and you can come and you can easily able to install. So everything is provided to you. So these are the three alternatives you have, which are quite popular, but the one I would like to choose is this Visual Code Studio. So I already have in my computer, so let me open it quickly. So I'll come open this and I'll type Visual Code Studio. Here I'm into my Visual Code Studio. So once you download and install your Visual Code Studio in your computer, you will have a similar interface. The interface might be different, so make sure you can come here and you can able to find all the options. So if you want to open up your folder, write text, file, you want to open a new window, you want to open up a file folder, so that's all you can able to do. These are the self-explanatory. I do not going to get into these details. Here you will find a couple of commands which you can follow and which we're going to follow to make our coding fast, okay? So if you want to see all the commands which Visual Code Studio provides you, you can simply type this command, Control plus Shift plus P. This will open up all the commands. If you want to open a new file, you can type this for finding, for debugging, for opening up your terminal. So these are the shortcuts commands are provided to you. We can come to this later, okay? And if you come here, you can able to see all the folders. If you want to search anything in your code base and you want to replace, you can do it from here. And here you can find this repository. You don't need to worry about this one. From here you can able to find all the extensions which you want to install. That's all you can do it. So before we do anything, let's come to this gear button, and here you can find a couple of options. So the very first thing you have to do here, go to your settings, and here you will find all these commands. So the first change you have to make it is this change on focus change. So make sure you select this. So when you install very first time, it should be off, so make sure you select this one. You can change the font size, and you can, I would recommend you to keep all these settings the way it is. You don't need to make any changes. The only change you have to do this, and this works. So when you write anything, and so this will save your code automatically. You don't need to save all your codes over and over again. So when you write something, your code will save at the background, okay? So the only change you have to make is this one, okay? Let's come back to your settings once more time, and if you want to check all the shortcuts, so here it is. So keyboard shortcuts, so from here you can able to check all the shortcuts are there. So if you want to add a cursor above, you can type this command, Control Alt plus up arrow. If you want to do something like autofix, you can type this Shift plus Alt plus this dot. So don't need to worry about it. We're going to follow all these commands while we're doing the practice, so you will get a good hand on these command shortcut commands. So I want you to come and have a look, check everything, that what are the commands are provided to you and how you can utilize it. And you can even create your own, which I'm not going to into that because I want you to get familiarized, and we'll definitely cover and we'll create some our own commands when we move to the complex project which we have in this project, okay? So this is how you can find the shortcuts. Click here once more time, and from here you can able to change the color, theme color. So click here, and here you will have a bunch of options, so you can pick any one whichever you like. So right now you can see that I'm using this code dark theme. So if you want to use this community material theme, you can go with that. You can go with this dark one, you can pick any one. So this is how it will look. If I want to change it to something else, so I will do the same thing with this. I can come here and I can pick the color, this one. If I want to change this to something else, I can simply come here and I can go with my previous one which I was using. So this one is looking quite good. And in the same way, you have a couple of more options here if you want to change the icon of the file. So here are a couple of options you have. So right now I'm using material themes icon dark. You can use light, oceans. So let me show you that once you select the theme dark, how it will look. So let's come to this file section and how this icon themes work. So let me cut this one and let me create a file. So I'll type index index.html. So as you can see, this icon, so this is coming from material theme icon. So if I create a css file, I'll type css.css. okay, so this is how the css file look. If you want to create a javascript file, js.js, so this is how javascript file look. So these are the icons which is coming from material icon. So this is how you can change the icon and pick whatever you want. So let's come here, and these are the general setting. You don't need to do anything here because I don't want you to get into that details. We'll come to this later, okay, definitely. And one more changes we need to do here. Let me delete this very quickly. So the one thing you have to do before we move ahead, we have to install one extension, which is a live server. Okay, that one is very important. So as you can see, I have already installed live server in my Visual Code Studio, and you can see these go live buttons. If you have installed your Visual Code Studio right this moment, so you don't have that live server, so you have to install that. So come to this extension, and here you have to search for live sh server. This one, not s, it's server, this one. So this one I have installed in my computer. So how it works, so when you write your code and when you do any changes, it will automatically take place in the browser, because as you can see here, it's writing the code and here it's automatically taking all the places. So it's very useful. You don't need to save, you need to come to your browser and do the changes and find it out. So it will automatically happen, and that's the only setting you have to do in your Visual Code Studio to follow this course. Okay, so this is the general settings which I have done in my computer, and if we need, and when we work in the complex project and when we work with the npms and config file, we'll do that later. Okay, I want you to get familiarized with the dashboard, the interface of this Visual Code Studio, so we can start our project as soon as it is. So this is the general settings you can do. This is how you can install, and this is how you can do the certain configurations, install this go live button. This is how you can find the file, open the files, and these are the commands. So that's it in this video. In the next video, we're going to start writing codes in our Visual Code Studio, and we'll print hello world in the browser, okay, with the help of our code editor. So let's see you there.